Libra, what's going on, everybody? It's Dan from CancerMoonsTarot, and I'm coming at you guys with your April 2023 tarot reading. How are you? Hope you guys are doing well. Just want to mention before we start, if you're interested in personal services, products, and so much more, feel free to check out my website, CancerMoonsTarot.com. It's going to be the first link in the description below. Nonetheless, though, everybody, just want to mention to you how the reading is going to go. I've been doing these readings a little bit different for April, so with that being said, we're going to do kind of a freestyle read in the beginning here. Whatever comes up, and then afterwards, we'll do something more structurized, which will be a overall energy, past, present, future, and then we'll get on into the overall outcome of your month as well. So without further ado, let's go ahead over here and begin for Libra and see what's coming on in here for you. Okay, what do we got going on here for Libra? Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus regarding April 2023. Oh, hello. We had a Two of Cups already flying out here for you. I think a card flipped over, if I'm not mistaken. It did. We have here a Hangman card showing up as well. So Libra, already two powerful cards showing up here for you. Hangman is Pisces energy, so for some of you, you could be dealing with a Piscean, but right now it feels like something's on hold. Okay, is definitely what it looks like to me here. Two of Cups to the Hangman. Two of Cups can be a relationship. It could be a friendship. It could be, any kind of relationship. Doesn't just have to simply be love-based, but it's a connection between you and somebody else. And I keep hearing like it's like on hold, like imagine, you're calling, a place, you're calling a business. Sorry, we got to put you on hold. That right now is kind of representing this relationship overall. So things are on hold between you and somebody else is what I'm seeing. We have here the Temperance, and we also have here the Five of Pentacles. I feel like for some reason, Libra, at this time with the Temperance card showing up, that is Sagittarian energy. But besides that point, Temperance is about emotional balance. Five of Pentacles is kind of about leaving somebody out in the cold or being pretty distant with someone. So it almost kind of feels to me like with this relationship being on hold, you have felt a little better. I'm hearing that you felt more comfortable to be yourself to a certain extent. Like there's maybe a lack of comfortability you might have had with this person to begin with, whether it was a friend, family member, lover. So by having this distance from this person, by kind of putting the connection on hold, you have felt more free to be able to be yourself, is definitely something I'm seeing here as well. Let's get two more cards. We got the Four of Swords, we got the Hierophant. I don't think that this is a permanent situation that you want to be permanently distant from whoever this person is, but with the Four of Swords, you definitely want a temporary break, and then with the Hierophant coming up, this does symbolize commitment. So you are committed to whoever this person is. I definitely think that you still want to be involved in their life, and you still want them involved in your life as well, but right now you kind of felt like you needed a break, you needed some balance here, and balance feels good. So I definitely think that with the Sun card here, you're happy taking a break from this person. Once again, for some reason, I'm getting that vibe here, Libra, that you feel like you could be more of yourself without this individual. But what I would say too, though, is that, kind of look into the reasoning of why you feel that way. If you feel like you can't be you or your authentic self around a specific person that you care about and that you want to have in your life, kind of ask yourself the question as to why you feel that way. Is it something within you, or is it something that shows up in them that maybe you can talk to them about and they can start to understand? I definitely think that having a conversation with yourself first would be very important and beneficial. But if you kind of come to the conclusion that, maybe it's just how I feel, or maybe I don't know how they feel, and you have some things to discuss with them, I think first check in with yourself, then check in with them, and you certainly can not only make this connection more comfortable, but you can move past that energy of where you felt originally like you couldn't be yourself, and you can now jump on into this connection feeling like you can be you. All right, Nine of Pentacles, being able to be confidently and authentically who you are, instead of the Seven of Cups here, which is the energy that can represent as confusion in reference to how you should show up in this connection. So Page of Pentacles, conversation, yeah, I think talking to this person would be great, but first and foremost, check in with yourself overall to kind of get a little bit of a better understanding as to why you feel the way you do. All right, Libra, that was a freestyle read, so it's kind of like whatever comes out, comes out. So if that message applied to you, very good. If not, don't worry about it. We're going to go ahead and jump on into your full reading now for April 2023. So let's go ahead over here and begin. Let's see what we got showing up here for Libra. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus regarding April 2023. What information is going to be rolling on in here, please, for the zodiac sign of Libra? Let's go ahead and begin. Starting out here with the overall energy of April, we begin here with the Lovers. Okay, Gemini energy showing up here for you. Some of you could be dealing with a Gemini potentially. Now, Lovers card here definitely can represent love, as general as it is. It can represent soulmates. It can represent the overall theme, though, of just feeling very connected to somebody or something. So do keep in mind, Lover's card doesn't always have to be just straight up about love. It very well likely could just represent you're really connected to a person, really connected to a situation, or you're really into something right now. You know, something here could be a really cool new thing in your life, right? Now let's go ahead and have a look here into the past. We start out here with the Moon card. Moving into the second card here for you, we have here the Six of Pentacles, we have here the Four of Pentacles, and then lastly for your past, we have here the Seven of Wands. Moving along here into the present moment, we have here the Three of Wands, we have the Six of Wands, we have here the Page of Cups, and then lastly for the present, we have the Sun. And then looking into your future, Nine of Cups showing up over here, Hierophant coming back out, Four of Swords coming back out as well, and we have here the Ten of Swords showing up too. All right, so let's go row by row. We're going to start out here first and foremost with the past, so let's begin here. Now, looking into the past for you, Libra, we do begin with this Moon card. Okay, so Moon card showing up, overall card of being kind of emotional, definitely seeing emotions start rising up within you. Now, this is associated with the zodiac of Pisces, so Pisces energy is showing up in your reading here once again. Now, like I mentioned, the moon is definitely about feeling some stuff. You know, you definitely have some emotions arise. And I think that it's been a mutual thing showing up between you and somebody else in your life, because looking at the next card, we have here the Six of Pentacles. Okay, so, you know, we kind of talked in the freestyle read a little bit about how you feel like you're putting a relationship in your life on hold. And I think that the past is kind of signifying and speaking on this relationship as well, because it looks like you and the person you're dealing with mutually have had some fair share of feelings that never really were 100%, I guess, expressed towards one another. Four of Pentacles, I kind of feel like you have kept your personal feelings retracted, Libra. I think that you never really wanted to go there with that person. You never really wanted to fully open up about how you felt, maybe to avoid conflict or some kind of confrontation. And I think that it's led you to feel a lot more distant with the Seven of Wands from this individual. You know, Seven of Wands being the card here of kind of just blocking something or dismissing stuff, you know. I really feel like you pushed away how you felt for the longest of times, but I also think that coming up now in the present moment, all right, more than likely what you've pushed away is resurfacing. And that's probably why the connection here is on hold, is what I'm hearing overall. You know, like I said, overall energy, it's about really loving and being connected and caring towards somebody or something in your life. And I think you really do care towards whoever this person is. Now, keep in mind, Libra, if it's not about a person, you know, it could be about your feelings towards a job. That might be the case as well. Nonetheless, though, guys, when I look into your past overall, I get that feeling where you and this person mutually had your own feelings about your connection, and they were never totally worked out. I think that a lot of it got worked out, but there was some stuff that kind of got swept underneath the rug. And the more that you sweep things under the rug, eventually that rug is going to get so dirty that it's got to go ahead and be cleaned, because at this point, you know, the rug is getting lifted off the ground with all the dirt underneath it. So it definitely feels like you're going to be airing some stuff out here in April with whoever you're dealing with, because like I mentioned in the past, you never totally opened up, and I get the feeling that neither did they with the Six of Pentacles, and you kind of brushed things off. Now, coming into your present moment, Three of Wands here, Six of Wands here, Page of Cups and the Sun. Three of Wands showing up here is a card of waiting. You know, waiting for your ships to come in, waiting for things to shift, waiting for things to change. Now, Six of Wands over here, that's a big jump, right? We moved up 3 from the 3 to the 6. Now, the Six of Wands is all about success, being in a much better place. I think in the present moment, you and this person are in a much better place in comparison to where you were previously, but you're still kind of waiting, I feel, for something to shift that hasn't quite shifted yet. So in a way, there's success in your connection, but at the same time, there's still more that you wish you could see change. And with the Page of Cups here to the Sun card, I feel like right now for you, Libra, considering that there's still more that can change that hasn't yet, you've been kind of focused on your own personal happiness lately. I think you've kind of got back to that energy where you've pushed aside putting your energy and your focus into this relationship we're mentioning, and you put it on hold, like I said, and right now you're really more so focused on yourself. Okay? Because it's like, let me see what I can change within myself right now. Let me not be so worried about this relationship like I've been in my past. So you're putting yourself first, is what we're seeing here jumping into April. Now, as we look in the future, Nine of Cups is an energy where you're very happy right now, very self-fulfilled. So you're doing what you want to do with your life. You feel great. You're happy with it. You know, Hierophant card, in terms of commitments, I mentioned this earlier in the freestyle read, you're still committed to the person you're putting on hold, if you will. You're still committed to them. You still care about them. You still love them. But right now, I think that you're just more committed to yourself. focused on what you want to do with your life and how you want to become happy in your own life, so you're really focusing on building up you. Now we do have here the Four of Swords, and we have here the Ten of Swords. I think you're trying to avoid ending this relationship with whoever you're dealing with, but I also get the sense that the person you're dealing with here feels like you're trying to end everything. So while you're taking this temporary break, person you're dealing with looks at this in the perspective that, oh, it seems like Libra's trying to cut me out entirely. And I think that that's where the miscommunication starts to pop up overall. All right, so let's go ahead and look into your person here. Let's see what's going on with them. How does the person that Libra's dealing with currently feel towards them, especially with this distance that's shown up? We have here the Five of Pentacles, so they feel left out in the cold. All right. We also have here the Ten of Wands. They're very burdened by this, Libra. Knight of Pentacles, it's like you've kind of been consistent in being distant from them at this time, and I don't think they fully understand why, because I don't think it was naturally expressed that you were distancing yourself from them from the start or from the get-go. It's kind of something that's just happened as time has progressed here in April, and your person here is starting to really wonder why this is, because it seems like they'll try to call you, you don't really answer, or if you do respond, you seem too busy. You could be busy with other people, Three of Cups. So like if this is a friend, Libra, maybe potentially you're associating yourself with other friends and not associating yourself with the friend you kind of put on hold for the meantime. All right. Also, do remember, guys, this reading can be vice versa. So you might feel like you're the person who's on hold and the other person is who you're dealing with. But either way, Magician card. Yeah, I feel like the person you're dealing with, Libra, is trying to show up for you. They're trying to be involved in your life, but they definitely feel like you're pushing them away a little bit. And like I saw from your perspective, it's not that you're trying to push them away, but there's a lot of unresolved things that has occurred, because I feel like this connection, relationship, whatever you want to call it, has a lot of longevity to it. There's a lot of depth to it. I feel like there's tons of history here between you and your person. So the thing is there's a lot that's gone unspoken. There's a lot that hasn't been fixed. And I think that no matter how successful you might be where you're at today with your person, Three of Wands, there's still more that you wish did change. But I feel like just because conversations haven't taken place and because you and this individual never really hashed out or spoke about everything you needed to, it just feels right now at this time more comfortable for you to be on your own and prioritizing yourself. But like I said, coming from the perception here of who you're dealing with, they really think that you're full-fledged cutting them off and cutting them out. Okay. What's going to happen going forward here from this person's end? How are they going to behave towards Libra? We have here the World. We have here the King of Wands. So they're going to start looking in a different direction. They're going to start like getting into the perspective where they're ready to move on, because the way that they're viewing this is they're viewing you as cutting them off. So they're like, okay, like if Libra's cutting me off, then I guess I need to move on. So I think that that's where they're going to be coming from. How is Libra going to react to this overall? We have here the Eight of Swords. We have here the King of Cups or the Knight of Cups. I think you're going to be concerned, and then this will probably be when you end up reaching out and clarifying everything. Like I said, there definitely seems to be miscommunication showing up between you and this person, but I think it's because there's kind of been so many underlying problems or issues that were never quite clarified that's been swept under the rug. And as time has passed by, the rug's gotten very dirty. So it's time to clean and air out that rug, meaning it's time to open up, Libra, about maybe what you want more out of this relationship or what needs to be spoken about, and vice versa for them to open up back to you. And I think that once the rug gets cleaned and once the conversations are had, you'll definitely be moving forward in a better direction with this person. Knight of Cups is about moving forward in a much better direction with the person you're dealing with. You have a strong relationship here. I don't see it necessarily failing. I think that once your person here kind of feels like you're cutting them off, they're probably going to reach out to you and communicate to you like, it feels like you're completely ghosting me or cutting me off, XYZ. And then you're going to be like, that was never my intention. I want to work on this. And it's like, it's not going to break your relationship here. I don't see a total ending happening is what I want to put out there. But I definitely feel like Two of Swords, the person you were dealing with definitely felt lost. They kind of just did not understand where you were coming from. They thought you were mad at them with the devil. They thought they did something wrong. But over here with the Nine of Pentacles, they want to be on good terms with you. And I feel like it's vice versa. You want to be on good terms with them. So the way to fix this kind of situation, Libra, is definitely going to have to be resulting in communication. Communication is really going to be key here for April regarding this situation, if this is what you're resonating with so far. Okay. Now, is there anything else that Libra needs to hear regarding their April? Besides this situation entirely, is there anything else Libra needs to hear regarding April 2023? We have here the Knight of Swords. We have here the Empress. We also have here the Ten of Cups showing up here as well. So Empress card here to the Knight of Swords. This is a card of you growing. I definitely feel like growth is coming into play here for you right now, Libra. I really do. I think you're growing a lot in your life because you've been very focused on forward movement. You've been very focused on prioritizing yourself and your happiness, which is fantastic. I love to see that for you. So I do feel like you've really been focusing on growth as much as you can. And you've been seeing the results. You know, you got here the 10 of Cups. You feel very fulfilled in regards to where you're at in your life right now. I think that, you know, for many of you Libras that are watching this video, it's like Knight of Swords. I needed to get out of my comfort zone in order to grow. So, you know, maybe in addition to the person you're dealing with here, this kind of relationship we've been talking about this entire reading, maybe you kind of felt like that was a part of your comfort zone. And, you know, one of the best ways to grow was to get out of it. So maybe they were your comfort zone and it was time to kind of grow and expand a little bit, maybe associate with different people or focus more on yourself. And that brought you more growth entirely. That definitely could be the case here too. So I do see a lot of growth coming out of your month as you're setting out onto your own path, which is great news to see here too. All right, let's go ahead and take a look here at a few more cards regarding your month. We have here the High Priestess. We also have here the 10 of Pentacles. Yeah, I think right now your intuition's definitely guiding you to experiences that are bringing more abundance into your life. Libra, I'm getting that message of don't doubt your intuition. Make sure to be intuitively guided here coming into April 2023. So what your intuition's telling you, follow through with your intuition at all times, because I really do feel like whatever or wherever you're being guided is taking you to the money pot. Okay, 10 of Pentacles is great when it comes towards material wealth, but it's also great when it comes towards just genuine stability. So listen to your intuition. If your intuition's kind of telling you to avoid certain people, avoid certain people. If your intuition's telling you maybe we should look into this kind of place of work and this career, look into that career, just listen to your intuition. I think it's going to guide you to a lot more stability to come here in your near future. All right though, guys, with that being said though, you know, we had the main situation kind of pop up here for you regarding April 2023. Like I mentioned, I think it's going to get worked out here between you and this person. All right, I just feel like that main key factor is going to be needing to talk and air everything out. Now, what's going to be the overall outcome here for Libra regarding April 2023? What do we got as the overall outcome? And we have here the 7 of Cups followed up here with the Star. Beautiful. So you're moving out of that energy of confusion with the person you're dealing with. All right, so you're moving out of the energy of confusion and you're moving towards the Star, which is going to be a very fulfilling space. So I definitely feel like in terms of this relationship we've referenced the entire read, you and this person are going to move into a much more fulfilling, positive, and happy place. The Star card too, though, is also about making sure you're like with or feeling as if you're exactly where you need to be and you're with who you need to be with, you know? So you'll definitely look back at this connection and this relationship and recognize, you know, this is my person. Whether this is your friend, you're like, this is my best friend. Like I can't ever cut you out. Like I love you. Like we had some issues, but we're working through them now, you know? If this is your romantic partner, like we had some distance, we had our issues, but like I love you so much, you're the person I want to be with, you know? You're going to recognize at the end of the day, this is your person, you know, you're their person, everything clicks, everything's good, you know? Now, if we're not talking about this relationship here, the outcome can simply state though too for some Libras, if you've been feeling pretty confused or lost in your life, you're going to find out where you need to go, which I think genuinely is great as well. You know, maybe some of you guys have been confused on your career path. Maybe you've been kind of confused on where you want to go in general with your own path you've been creating. And if that's been the case here for you, I feel like you're really coming into your own here. And I've noticed that energy a lot in the readings here for April, where people are finally starting to feel like they're coming into their own. They're like, I know where my life's going. I know that I'm where I need to be now, and I know what to focus on and what to build. So that's really awesome and beautiful here as well, okay? But regardless, Libra, really awesome energy here. Love that we're ending this reading here with a Star. Very beautiful card. Do hope you guys enjoyed your April 2023 read. If you're new here and you're interested in subscribing, definitely feel free to. I'd be more than happy to welcome you here into the Soul family. But Libra, have a lovely and amazing rest of your April, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. Much love, and have yourselves a good one. Peace.